Breaking news, rapper Lil Durk is charged in a murder-for-hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night. Now, the plot targeted rapper Quando Rondo's cousin, who was killed in 2022. Investigators believe it was retaliation for the earlier murder of Chicago rapper King Von.
This is not the first time rapper Lil Durk would be facing the long arms of the law.
Grammy-winning rapper Lil Durk has been arrested, accused in a murder-for-hire plot near the Beverly Center.
However, when he's been held without bond, you know things are about to get heated for a long time to come. Durk and his OTF affiliate are once again facing what could end as retribution for a life of crime.
Weekend, I want everybody to have fun, be safe. If you love me, if you're a big fan of me, I want y'all to keep Chicago safe for the weekend. Let's get it.
Even though the rapper started preaching safety and publicly declared his choice to live life as a Muslim on a clean slate, his nemesis, in the form of Quando Rondo's affiliate, showed it was far from over. Lil Durk's arrest exposes his violent history. Lil Durk's arrest alongside the OTF collective of rappers on the murder-for-hire charge put into perspective his double life. Double life in this context refers to his prestigious status as an award-winning drill rapper and a darker life beyond stardom. Lil Durk, real name Durk Devontae Banks, was apprehended in South Florida and held without bond by the U.S. Marshal Service. Durk is held without being eligible for release, and this indicates the gravity of his offense. It also casts scrutiny on the details surrounding his arrest and his crimes in the past. Emerging from the vibrant yet tumultuous streets of Chicago, Lil Durk's journey to fame is as compelling as it is complex. His music career took off in the early 2010s, with his unique style and raw lyrics resonating with a generation of listeners. Durk's ability to weave personal experiences and the harsh realities of street life into his music quickly garnered him a dedicated fan base. As his career progressed, Lil Durk became synonymous with the drill rap movement, a subgenre of hip-hop known for its gritty and often violent themes. Drill rap, which originated in Chicago, reflects the city's gang culture and the struggles faced by its youth. Alongside other prominent figures like Chief Keef and G Herbo, Lil Durk helped popularize this controversial style, bringing it to the forefront of the music scene. Central to Lil Durk's identity as an artist is his affiliation with the rap collective Only the Family, often abbreviated as OTF. Founded by Durk himself, OTF is more than just a musical group. It represents a brotherhood bound by shared experiences and a common vision. The collective has been instrumental in shaping the careers of several artists, providing a platform for them to express their artistry while navigating the challenges of the industry. However, the success and camaraderie within OTF have not been without their share of turmoil. The collective's journey has been marred by violence and tragedy, most notably the murder of Davon Bennett, better known by his stage name, King Von. A close friend of Lil Durk and a rising star in his own right, King Von's death sent shockwaves through the music community. On November 6, 2020, King Von was shot and killed in a violent altercation outside an Atlanta nightclub. His untimely demise left a void in the lives of those who knew him and a lasting impact on the collective. The murder of King Von is a pivotal moment in the narrative leading up to Lil Durk's arrest. It is alleged that this tragic event ignited a feud between Lil Durk and an individual identified in court documents as TB. According to reports, TB's stage name, Quando Rondo, was associated with the person responsible for King Von's death, creating a deep-seated animosity between the two parties. This feud is said to have escalated over time, culminating in the murder-for-hire plot that would eventually lead to Lil Durk's arrest. The federal criminal complaint filed against Lil Durk paints a chilling picture of the events that transpired. It accuses him of placing a monetary bounty on TB's life, allegedly orchestrating a plan to exact revenge for King Von's murder. The conflict between Lil Durk and Quando Rondo is wrapped in tragedy, rivalry, and the harsh realities of the rap world. It all began with the untimely death of King Von, a rising star in the hip-hop scene and a close associate of Lil Durk. On November 6, 2020, King Von was fatally shot outside an Atlanta lounge, a violent incident that sent shockwaves through the music community. The alleged shooter, Timothy Lul Tim Leaks, was an associate of Quando Rondo, and this connection set the stage for a bitter feud. King Von's death was not just a personal loss for Lil Durk, but also a significant blow to his Only the Family collective, known as OTF. The collective, which prides itself on loyalty and brotherhood, was left reeling from the loss of one of its most promising members. The incident ignited a firestorm of emotions, with fans and fellow artists mourning Von's death and demanding justice in their own way. In the months following the shooting, Quando Rondo faced intense scrutiny and backlash. Concerts were canceled, and his public appearances were met with hostility.
So I'm letting this group come by. Next thing you know, it hit me.
Despite the mounting pressure, Quando Rondo maintained his innocence, insisting that the events of that fateful night were a tragic misunderstanding. However, the damage was done, and the rift between him and Lil Durk seemed irreparable. As tensions escalated, whispers of a potential retaliation plot began to circulate. The streets were abuzz with rumors, and the possibility of further violence loomed large. It was against this backdrop of fear and uncertainty that federal authorities began to piece together a chilling narrative of conspiracy and murder for hire. The 18-page indictment, filed in the United States Court for the Central District of California, paints a grim picture of the events leading up to the alleged murder plot against Quando Rondo. According to the indictment, an unnamed individual, referred to as co-conspirator 1, allegedly offered a bounty for the killing of TB, presumably Quando Rondo, as retribution for the death of DB, presumably King Von. The indictment details a meticulously planned operation involving multiple individuals allegedly affiliated with Lil Durk's OTF collective. The suspects, identified as Kayvon London Grant, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston, are accused of traveling to Los Angeles with the intent to carry out the murder-for-hire plot. The document reveals a web of deceit, with plane tickets and rental cars procured using a credit card linked to OTF. As the investigation unfolded, authorities uncovered a series of damning pieces of evidence, including surveillance footage and eyewitness accounts. The indictment alleges that the suspects followed Quando Rondo's entourage through the streets of Los Angeles, ultimately ambushing them at a gas station in the Beverly Grove neighborhood. The attack resulted in the tragic death of Quando Rondo's cousin, Saviaya Robinson, also known as Lil PIB.
Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
How did a personal vendetta escalate into a high-stakes murder plot? And what will be the ultimate fallout for those involved? Surveillance footage from the scene provided crucial evidence, capturing the suspects as they ambushed Quando Rondo's entourage. The footage showed the suspects firing upon the vehicle, a black Cadillac Escalade, before fleeing the scene through a nearby alley. This brazen attack set off alarm bells for law enforcement, who quickly launched a full-scale investigation into the incident. As authorities pieced together the events leading up to the shooting, they discovered a series of alarming connections. The suspects, identified as Kayvon London Grant, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston, were all allegedly affiliated with Lil Durk's OTF collective. Investigators uncovered evidence suggesting that the group had traveled to Los Angeles with the explicit intent to carry out a murder-for-hire plot against Quando Rondo, allegedly in retaliation for the death of King Von. The indictment, a comprehensive 18-page document, lays out the specific allegations against Lil Durk and his associates. It accuses them of conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving a death, and the use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. The document details a meticulously planned operation, with the suspects allegedly procuring plane tickets and rental cars using a credit card associated with OTF. This financial trail provided investigators with a crucial link between the suspects and the alleged plot.
Ain't nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went to jail.
Further evidence emerged as investigators delved into the suspects' activities in Los Angeles. According to the indictment, Kayvon London Grant purchased 4 ski masks from a local sporting goods store, a chilling indication of the group's intentions. Grant also allegedly provided firearms to his co-conspirators, including guns modified to shoot automatically, further underscoring the premeditated nature of the plot. The indictment also reveals the suspects' attempts to cover their tracks, with Grant allegedly outfitting the rental cars with fake license plates. This level of planning and deception painted a damning picture of the group's alleged criminal activities, leaving little doubt in the minds of investigators about their intentions. As the investigation progressed, authorities moved swiftly to apprehend the suspects. On October 24, 2024, federal agents arrested Lil Durk and the 5 Chicago men allegedly involved in the plot. In addition to the mounting mold of evidence against the OTF posse, posse, rumors are circulating about a snitch from the inside. Following Durk's arrest, fans on social media have been running wild with speculations that an OTF member played a crucial role in how authorities apprehended him. OTF Jam, a bona fide member of the rap collective, allegedly wore a wire for multiple years. He was previously jailed for 12 years for attempted murder and released in 2022. This timeline is highly suspicious because it appears as though Jam got out of prison just in time to witness the OTF crew's alleged plot against Quando Rondo. One thing beyond doubt is that Jam is affiliated with Durk and OTF. In a resurfaced interview following his time in prison, he opened up on how the All My Life rapper held him down and set him up with a crib, a car, and over $50,000 to get on his feet again. While Lil Durk's case continues to spiral towards an inevitable court verdict, it has been established that the alleged murder-for-hire crime stemmed from King Von's demise. However, this only leads to further questions on whether there was ever any tension between the OTF and Rondo's crew. Did King Von have beef with Rondo? If so, what is the genesis of this whole saga? King Von's death is at the center of it all. Many success stories in the rap world originated from some of the slinkiest to bearable neighborhoods in America.
Now that demonic force, because it is a demonic force, it was a dark force, it was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America.
However, one thing they all have in common is a brotherhood, rising by lifting others and avenging crimes committed against their affiliates, or sliding for one another whenever the need arose. This narrative is not far-fetched, and over the years, rappers like Swag Dinero and Key Glock allegedly slid for late rappers like Lil Jojo and Young Dolph, respectively. In King Von's case, the dramatic turn of events and series of killings can be traced back to his complicated relationship with Quando Rondo. King Von, born Devin Daquan Bennett, was a figure whose life was marked by both hardship and promise. Von's first encounter with the law occurred when he was arrested for robbery and car theft at 16. This incident marked the beginning of a series of legal troubles that would follow him into adulthood. Despite these setbacks, Von's resilience and determination never wavered. He spent time in juvenile detention, where he was confronted with the consequences of his actions and challenged to change his ways. Unfortunately, these experiences did not deter him from further run-ins with the law. In 2014, Von faced one of his most serious legal battles when he was accused of a shooting that resulted in the death of one person and the wounding of another. After a lengthy trial, Von was acquitted of all charges, a turning point that allowed him to refocus on his music career. It was during this time that Von began to gain recognition for his unique storytelling style, which caught the attention of fellow Chicago rapper Lil Durk. In 2018, Von's life took a significant turn when Lil Durk signed him to his Only the Family label. This partnership marked the beginning of Von's ascent in the music industry. As Von's career flourished, his personal life became increasingly intertwined with the complex dynamics of the music industry. His association with Lil Durk and the Only the Family label brought him into contact with other artists, including Quando Rondo, who was signed to NBA Youngboy's label.
I'm saying though, they are 63rd dirty ass niggas, man.
Initially, Von and Rondo shared a cordial relationship, but tensions began to simmer beneath the surface. The initial points of contention between Von and Rondo were rooted in their affiliations with their respective mentors, Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, who had their own conflicts. The situation escalated when Von was seen in the company of Youngboy's ex-girlfriend Jonia, sparking rumors and speculation. Although Von publicly denied any romantic involvement, stating that they were merely collaborating on music, the incident added fuel to the fire. As the tension between Von and Rondo grew, it became clear that their relationship was on a precarious path. The beef, initially rooted in industry dynamics and personal associations, would soon take a tragic turn, forever altering the lives of those involved and leaving an indelible mark on the hip-hop community. On the night of November 5, 2020, King Von was in Atlanta to celebrate the release of his debut studio album, Welcome to O Block. The album, which showcased Von's storytelling prowess and featured collaborations with prominent artists, was a testament to his growing influence in the rap scene. However, what was meant to be a night of celebration quickly turned into a nightmare. In the early hours of November 6, Von and his entourage arrived at the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. Unbeknownst to them, Quando Rondo and his crew were also present at the venue. The chance encounter between the two groups set the stage for a confrontation that would soon spiral out of control. As the night progressed, tensions between the two camps escalated. Accounts of the events leading up to the altercation vary, but it is widely reported that a physical fight broke out between Von and Rondo. The altercation quickly escalated into gunfire, with shots ringing out in the chaos that ensued. The scene was one of panic and confusion as patrons scrambled for safety, and the sound of gunfire echoed through the night. In the aftermath of the shooting, King Von was rushed to a nearby hospital in critical condition. Despite the efforts of medical staff, he succumbed to his injuries later that day, leaving the music world in shock and mourning. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation reported that 3 people were killed in total and 4 others were wounded, including Timothy Lil Tim Leaks, a member of Rondo's crew, who was charged in connection with Von's death. Leaks was arrested while he was being treated at a hospital in Atlanta. However, in 2023, Leaks' attorney, Noah Pines, revealed that all charges against his client were dropped. The verdict was that the prosecutors believe his action against the late Von was an act of self-defense. Things appear to simmer to a reasonable level on both sides, meaning on Quando Rondo and the OTF sides. However, it was far from over. In the signature rapper style of storytelling, Rondo threw musical shots at King Von while praising Lil Tim for defending him. Rondo referenced the incident in his 2022 track, Want Me Dead, featuring NBA Youngboy. He raps, "Ha, my favorite op dead. Sister talk too much, no. I don't like the /Lil Tommy rolled her brother up for stepped on in some Nike kicks." It appears all these did not go unnoticed by the OTF collective, setting precedents for the alleged hunt for Rondo in 2022. Fans also seemingly played a role in what was deemed a pressure on Lil Durk to slide for Von. Following his arrest, a resurfaced clip showed Durk in an interview being questioned about fans' wish for him to slide for Von. The discussion in the interview pointed out how the rapper's fans called for an act of revenge and believed it was Durk's responsibility. Durk was asked if he felt pressured or triggered by these comments. The Grammy-winning rapper replied that he stopped seeing such comments, confirming that fans indeed badgered him to avenge King Von's murder. In response to the clip, many fans on social media pointed accusing fingers at the fan base, stating that they were the cause of the rapper's predicament. Some also believed that Durk's response to the interviewer, DJ Academics, was a sinister confirmation of his involvement in the 2022 shooting. The calm before Durk's arrest. Leading up to his arrest, Lil Durk, also known as Smirk, was seemingly on a cleansing journey. The rapper had a series of public self-reflection and epiphanies, indicating that he was renouncing his criminal past and pointing to his legal woes. Durk's redemption arc can be traced back to 2023, when he candidly opened up on his past criminal life. The Chicago-born rapper took to X to celebrate a milestone as he told fans that authorities were clearing his rap sheet. Durk wrote about second chances and how he was thrilled to experience such after his criminal records and cases were wiped. He wrote on his X account, "Everybody should get second chances at life. It's about what you do with it. Alhamdulillah. My background wiped and clean of all cases. I ain't a felon anymore. Who would have thought? I want to thank everyone who helped push my vision forward. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, The Voice." Lil Durk's journey through the legal system began in the early 2010s, a period that would set the stage for his future encounters with the law. In 2011, Durk, whose real name is Durk Derek Banks, faced his first significant legal hurdle. He was arrested on a weapons charge, a serious offense that resulted in a 3-month incarceration.
The court finds probable cause for possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, participation in a criminal street gang activity.
This arrest marked the beginning of a series of legal challenges that would follow him for years to come. 2 years later, in 2013, Durk found himself in trouble once again. This time, he was charged with unlawful use of a weapon by a felon, a charge that carried severe consequences. After pleading guilty, Durk was sentenced to 18 months of probation. This period was meant to be a time of rehabilitation and reflection, but it soon became another chapter in his ongoing legal saga. During his probation, Durk was allegedly caught in possession of 2 firearms, leading to yet another weapons-related charge. However, in a surprising turn of events, the case was dismissed after a judge ruled that Durk was not in possession and control of the guns, thus not violating his probation. This decision was a pivotal moment in Durk's early legal battles, highlighting the complexities and challenges he faced within the judicial system. These early encounters with the law were not just legal battles, they were defining moments that shaped Durk's life and career. As a young artist trying to navigate the music industry while dealing with legal issues, Durk's resilience and determination became evident. His early legal troubles set the stage for the more significant challenges that lay ahead as he continued to build his career amidst the backdrop of ongoing legal scrutiny. In 2019, Lil Durk's legal troubles escalated to a new level of intensity with charges that would capture national attention. Durk, alongside his late collaborator King Von, faced serious allegations of attempted murder, among other charges, stemming from a non-lethal shooting incident in Atlanta. This case was a significant turning point in Durk's legal journey, as the charges were not only severe, but also threatened to derail his burgeoning music career. The incident occurred in February 2019, and the charges included criminal intent to commit murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
He's facing several felonies, including attempted murder and aggravated assault. Today in court, he listened as a detective testified that he has video showing the rapper firing a gun at the victim.
The gravity of these accusations placed Durk under intense public scrutiny, with media outlets closely following the developments of the case. The legal proceedings were a daunting challenge, casting a shadow over Durk's professional and personal life. Despite the severity of the charges, Durk maintained his innocence throughout the ordeal. His legal team worked tirelessly to clear his name, and in 2022, their efforts paid off. The charges were dropped, with the District Attorney of Georgia's Superior Court of Fulton County stating that while probable cause existed for the arrest, the decision was made not to prosecute. This resolution was a monumental relief for Durk, allowing him to move forward without the burden of these allegations. Fast forward to 2024, Durk reestablished his decision to do away with the life of crime and stick to a crime-free path. In a profound Instagram update, the All My Life rapper reached out to his multitude of fans, letting them know that he did not want to be labeled as anything except a man, a father, and a 1000% Muslim. He further wrote on his Instagram story, "I don't gangbang, I'm a Muslim. Basically, what I was saying on my post in so many words, you can't do both. I'ma be the one who says it. So if you follow me as a brother, a friend, an icon, follow me to my new chapter of life." In addition, Durk had a pact to curb violence in Chicago with his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. The foundation's website stated that its mission was to empower and collaborate with everyday heroes who were making positive change within the underserved neighborhoods. It was on this premise that he signed a partnership with the mayors of Broadview and Bellwood. Lil Durk was honored with the keys to Broadview, a gesture symbolizing trust and recognition for his efforts in uplifting the community through his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. Broadview, a small suburb located just outside of Chicago, is a community that, like many others, faces its own set of challenges. The residents of Broadview have long been committed to fostering a safe and supportive environment for their youth, making it an ideal partner for Durk's foundation. The decision to award Lil Durk the keys to the village of Broadview was not made lightly. It was a gesture that symbolized trust, recognition, and hope for a brighter future. Mayor Katrina Thompson, along with other local officials, saw in Durk a figure who could inspire change and bring about positive developments within the community. The ceremony, held on October 18, 2024, was a momentous occasion attended by residents, community leaders, and fans alike. During the ceremony, Mayor Thompson spoke of the importance of collaboration and the potential for transformative change when communities come together. She praised Lil Durk for his dedication to uplifting the youth and for using his platform to make a difference. The key to the village was presented as a token of appreciation for his efforts and as a symbol of the partnership between Broadview and the Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. For Lil Durk, receiving the keys to Broadview was a significant milestone. It was a recognition not just of his musical achievements, but of his commitment to giving back and making a positive impact. In his acceptance speech, Durk expressed gratitude for the honor and reiterated his dedication to supporting the community.
So, Durk Banks, also known as Lil Durk. It brings me great honor and pleasure as the mayor of the village of Broadview to present this key.
He spoke of his vision for the foundation and the importance of providing opportunities for young people to thrive. The initial decision to award Lil Durk the keys to Broadview was met with mixed reactions. While many applauded the move as a step towards positive change, others were skeptical, given Durk's past legal issues and the perception of his music. However, the overarching sentiment was one of hope and optimism, as the community looked forward to the potential benefits of the partnership. However, this honor was short-lived. Just days later, the rapper's arrest in Broward County, Florida, the village of Broadview. Mayor Katrina Thompson ended the city's partnership with him. In an extensive statement on Facebook, Mayor Thompson stated her reasons for the immediate action, maintaining that partners must uphold uncompromising standards demanded high residents. Lil Durk's arrest was nothing short of dramatic, following the apprehension of 5 OTF members and his alleged accomplices. The rapper was said to have flown to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where he seemingly attempted to flee the country. Durk booked 2 flights to Dubai and Switzerland, but did not get on either. He then booked a 3rd private jet flight to Italy. However, authorities got a hold of him before he could board it. With the legal proceedings underway, the world watches closely, pondering the implications for Lil Durk's career and the broader music industry. This case serves as a stark reminder of the complex realities faced by artists navigating fame in the streets. Stay tuned for updates as this story continues to unfold, and click on the card on your screen.